FM.
Hello, and good evening. My name is Kobe Spikey Nkrumah. You're tuned in to Joy 99.7 FM. And when you hear the soundtrack, you know the geeks are in the studio. Today we have an all-female panel. Michael, don't look at me. You weren't invited. And we're going to talk about women in tech. Now it's an interesting subject because I remember when we were young. When I say when we were young, I mean me and my age mates when we were young. You'd ask, our fellow classmates, hey, what would you be in future? And you'd hear, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be something that had nothing to do with technology, because of that one thing that scared most of them, which was math. A lot of females back in the day were scared of math because, I don't like math. But math has proven to be the core of everything humanly produced, from our food. Even food is mathematical, right? We have to calculate how much salt, how much water, and everything. So you can't run away from math. For those who think that math is a problem, we have problems in math that we solve with math. So, but very rarely would you hear someone say they want to be a programmer, they want to be a robotics engineer, they want to be an aerospace engineer, they want to do something that has to do with blockchain technology. Now, all three women in the studio today have something to do with blockchain technology, and that's very, very interesting. So we will be discussing women in tech, their current status, what they have achieved, and what they aspire to achieve. We'll also talk about a gender gap that persists in the field of tech. Women who have stuck to it for their career path point out, and basically we need to make the talk of diversity and representation more than just mere lip service. So, hello to my all-female panel. Or should I say all-female blockchain panel?
Whichever.
I feel so left out.
Yeah. You continue to be left out. When I need you, I will call on you.
Thank you, Spikey.
Good. So we have Ojuoderi Doris, the rich Doris.
That's right.
I should call her. You are the founder of Blockchain African Ladies. And then we have Ashley Nyante.
Yes.
You're the project manager of Block Women, or BlockX Africa.
Yes.
And then we have Patience Teko Tete. You're a software engineer with Blockchain Africa.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give all three of you an opportunity to introduce yourself, starting from Ashley Nyante. So you can tell us a bit about yourself so our listeners know who we're listening to.
Okay. I'm Ashley Nyante. I am just 17. Yes, I am the project manager for Block Women, which is a sector of BlockX Africa. So BlockX Africa is an organization which has been set up to teach and advocate and spread the gospel about cryptocurrencies and blockchain. So we provide education for all individuals and for all corporations who want strategies concerning the blockchain technology. That's what we do. And I love technology. I mean, I'm very passionate and interested about all types of technology, from artificial intelligence to blockchain technology. Yes, I am also a teenage entrepreneur. My friends and I have a startup company called PAHA that's providing aid for human advancement. We deal with bamboo. And I love volunteer work, anything that's going to help make the world, especially Ghana and Africa, a better place.
Great.
That's about it.
Great. The rich Doris, it's your turn. Tell us more about yourself.
All right. So my name is Ojuoderi Doris, just like you have introduced. But I'm popularly known as the rich Doris. So I just love being rich. So if you want to be rich, simply add the rich to your name. Okay. I'm the founder of an organization, a non-government organization called Blockchain African Ladies. Blockchain African Ladies is actually an organization that unites women across Africa and exposes them to the low-hanging fruits of the blockchain. Now, what we do is we actually have lots of training for women. We have lots of webinars, meeting, online, offline, to teach women about the potentials of the technology, especially the blockchain technology. Our organization is cuts across women across Africa. We are actually over 3,000 women cuts across every part of Africa: Nigeria, Ghana, Botswana, South Africa, Uganda, and all. And we want to make women see how interesting the technology is, and we want to see women become players in the tech space. Personally, I'm a lover of I'm a tech woman. I love technology. I love how the world has advanced. I love how technology has improved my life, my way of living, and everything is so amazing. And we actually want to get women across Africa to exploit the tech world. But basically, Blockchain African Ladies was founded because we discovered that there's a gender divide when it comes to technology. People over here in Africa, most women feel that technology, when anything that has to do with tech, is being viewed as a manly stuff, like it's more of men, and we actually want to change that perception, because we have seen, personally, I have seen that the blockchain technology, which is an aspect of technology which I preach, technology is wide. We have different types of technology, but the technology I'm focused on is called the blockchain technology. I might talk about the blockchain in a more elaborate way. So that's what we do, and we have series and series of trainings for women to become blockchain developers, which is one of the hottest jobs currently in the world. Want to see women build startups that will create great solution across Africa, businesses that are founded by women, and that's it. And we actually reach more women by having our series of conferences, webinars, seminars, and have great women which have actually gotten a great height through technology, inspire other women, talk about their lifestyle, and that's what we do.
Great. So that was Doris, the rich Doris, who says, if you want to be rich, add the rich to your name. And you mentioned how blockchain jobs are the hottest thing now. We'll get to that. You tell us more about that. Now it's your turn, Patience.
Okay.
Tell us about your
my
programmer.
My name is Patience Tekotete.
Yeah.
I'm a software engineer. I'm in the consulting space.
Okay.
Basically, I consult for the banks. I'm in the banking industry. Software engineering is broad. So you find the business that suits your interest, then you develop your skills around that area. So that's what I do. And aside that, I'm the blockchain African Ladies Ghana lead. So I work directly with Doris. Okay, so that's what I do. Aside, I volunteer a lot to teach and train girls to code.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's one key, and to mentor girls into the tech space. So that's what I do. That's me.
That's you. Great. So we have learned a lot about all three of you, and I have to say I'm really impressed that you're all lovers of technology. It's very rare to find, well, not anymore. Now we have a lot of women who are lovers of technology. Recently, one of our interns here says she aspires to be a robotics engineer, and I was really, really impressed, because so far Ghana's girls, a couple of girls have won robotics competition.
Yeah, that was from my school, actually.
Yeah, that was from your school.
Yeah.
See, internationally, and it's raised the concerns for people to ask the question: are we lacking women in the tech sector? So I'm going to ask you, Ashley, are we lacking women in the tech sector?
Well, currently, for me, since I'm a part of BlockX Africa, we're trying to build a community here. And we already have a sector that's Block Women, mainly for women. So it's kind of hard. You tell people what it is, what we do, and they're interested, but they don't push to know more, especially the females. I'm talking about the females. You tell them about it, it's as if, I don't know, it's hard for them to actually reach out and to know more about it. That's why BlockX Africa is even here, because we're making everything simpler. We're offering master classes and everything for anyone who's interested in learning more about blockchain and everything that concerns blockchain. So right now, I would say the level is a bit low, but I see some future things which look like it's going to improve greatly. It's going to improve.
Patience, you think it's going to improve, and how do you think we're going to improve? How are we going to get more women?
Honestly, looking back at when I started and looking at the situation now, I think it has improved. And looking at what is going on and what is coming ahead, it will even get better. Because looking back, assuming you're looking for a panel like this, you won't even get a woman to sit with you to have this conversation. But now they are there, and they are practical. They are doing the work as well. So I think the story has changed. There are lots of opportunities out there for women to learn. They have created a lot of institutions have created free learning atmosphere or opportunities for women to learn. So looking back, when I started tech, in my class, I was like the only girl.
Wow.
Yeah, in my postgraduate, the same thing. We were 2 girls in the class. So, and looking at what is happening now, Ashley is just 17.
Yeah.
So I think the story has changed, and it's changing, and it's getting better. Yeah.
What would we attribute to the narrative changing? The rich stories.
Okay, just like they have all said, there's a great improvement, and that's as a result of the several educational programs being held here and there. Personally, I still believe that there's a huge gender divide. It's very huge. But the gap is getting closer and getting closer. But the improvement that is currently being experienced now is as a result of the various programs. There are so many online free programs. Like personally, Blockchain African Lady, the organization I represent, we have a lot of free programs, conferences. We go, we do all we can, to hold this program and invite women. As a matter of fact, we actually have a conference currently, which is the first of its kind in Africa. It's called the Block Tech Women Conference. I'm going to talk about it ahead of the show. And the Block Tech Women Conference is actually a conference that is focused on women. It's the first of its kind, just like you heard the Block Tech Women Conference. It's a conference of it's a tech conference that is focused on women. Our focus is to have more women seated, learn technology, hear from women from tech women, that have done big things with technology. They get inspired, and of course, we are having one that is just this week. I'm going to talk about that later, but that's one thing I'll point out to, that there have been various programs, online, offline, here and there, calling on women to come and learn, participate, and these have actually caused a whole lot of improvement. So education is the key.
Great. So Ashley, you're 17. I'm not going to say just, because that would be like you're 17. And what sparked this interest in technology? Because you would be a perfect example to why people are now interested in technology, why more females and women in general are interested in technologies. What sparked your interest?
Okay, so when I was talking about myself, I said that my friends and I have a business, and we attend various business seminars. And we found out that to make your business global, you have to make it digital. You have to definitely apply technology to it, because we live in a technological age. So BlockX Africa was actually founded by my fellow teenager, but he's 18, Elisha Akal. He founded it 2 months ago. So he's my friend, and he introduced me to this organization, and he told me a lot about it, and then it sparked up interest. I did my own research, and I found out that blockchain is such an amazing technology, because for me, I see blockchain as the proof of work. So Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies are built on blockchain technology. Blockchain technology can be applied in so many industries. So many industries. You own 1 Bitcoin. You own your digital record of your health, your your digital health record, you own a vote. It can all be proved on the blockchain technology. It cannot be copied. You can't pirate it. You own it. And that's just so interesting. And I know that blockchain is just an emerging technology, and we are going to become so used to it, just how we are so used to the internet right now. It's going to be a part of us very soon, and it's going to be inseparable. Human nature and blockchain is going to be so inseparable, and this was just amazing. And I just had to be part of this movement. I had to be part of this beautiful and wonderful technology. That's what got me attracted to it.
Great. So, Patience,
Yeah.
you were the only female in your class at a point.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get into a class which was all male? I mean, someone would have entered the class the first day and be like, nah, I'm not doing this. I can't, fit in. What inspired you?
Okay, actually, entering the class, I thought I was going to see female girls like myself. But the thing is, I had a number of girls in the class. But at a point, they all dropped the course because they claimed it was difficult. But I went on. But it was fun being in the midst of the guys. It's fun. If you put everything aside, you realize that there's a lot to learn. And moreover, too, I had that mindset that at that time, I was saying 10 years to come, technology is going to take the world. And I want to be part of that story. Like, I want to be part. They mention women in tech, and my name will be mentioned. I want to be part of that. So that's the encouragement. It wasn't easy. Like, starting the course itself, it wasn't easy. It's not easy, but you have to make time for it. What I realize is you have to give all your time to technology, especially when you want to enter the software engineering space. It's more of programming, it's more of coding, and that way you need to sit your ass down. So no roaming, so I realized that I have to do a lot of work behind us even after class. So I realized that it will give me power. It's a skill that will become part of me that no one would take from me.
And did it?
Yeah.
Great. So right now you can boldly say that you have the power.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's the joy I carry, because I believe it's a skill, just like someone will go and learn a skill like hairdressing, the other skills. Yeah. But this is my skill. It's on my fingertips.
Yeah.
Nobody takes it. It's with me. It's part and parcel of me. Nobody takes it away from me. So that's it.
Have you ever had, the challenge of, have you had a benefit, or let's say, so because of your gender, you have benefited more, or because of gender, you have not benefited in the tech sector?
I would say it's 50-50.
Okay.
So I realized I have to be strong to be in the tech space, especially in this software engineering space. If you don't have a strong mind, you don't have a strong character, you are always with the guys. So if you are not vocal, you can't talk.
Yeah.
You are timid. It will really, even if a guy doesn't know anything, the way they'll go about it, you'll be amazed. So you should have that confidence. So I would say it's 50-50. And I've gotten a job interview where I got a job, and I wasn't taken because I'm a female. The man said I'll marry, and so that's another side of it. And you meet other people and they're amazed. Oh, you are a woman, you can code. Okay, I'll give you the job. Just like that. So it's 50-50. That's it.
The rich Doris. Your turn to answer the same question. Have you benefited from being a female in the tech sector, or has it affected you negatively?
Wow, I cannot overemphasize how impactful, how much the technology has changed everything I do, the way I do it. Business interaction is pretty amazing. I can't I actually started this tech, being a tech woman right from my college days, right from when I was in the university. And amazingly, it's as a result of that, because I started early, I started doing business early. I was able to use my phone, to buy, to sell, and when I graduated from school, I realized I don't need a job, because by the time I was out of school, I have created a revenue for myself that, was so huge that I begin to ask myself, which company will be able to pay me what I can offer myself right now. And right from when I go off school to date, I have never worked for anyone. I have never applied for a job. I don't think I need one, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm just an entrepreneur. It's so amazing, and that's the power of technology. What technology does for you is it makes the world so easy for you. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I can build $1 million business right sitting at my bedroom without having a shop, without paying a shop rent, and I will have flocks of people, buying my product and services across the world, even across my country. That's pretty amazing. That's what technology can do for you. I can walk the streets of London with technology. I can interact with anybody, with technology. Currently, I do businesses. I have several businesses online, and I'm able to, talk to a woman in China and speak Chinese with technology. That was pretty amazing. I could speak Arab with technology. I could communicate with anyone, anywhere, do business anywhere. That is how powerful this technology has impacted on my life. And of course, I saw this, and like I said earlier, I discovered that this technology is freedom for African women, because the average African woman over here in Africa, the average African woman has been brought up, and she has been mentored to think that all you need to do as a woman is to get married, take care of your kids and your husband. You are confined to the kitchen and the bedroom, and that's it. But there's more to that. You could actually build a better future for yourself, for your children, for your environment, and make Africa a better place. So the impact of technology for me, it's unimaginable. It's awesome.
Ashley.
Yes.
So you would probably benefit from it positively, one, because of your gender, two, because of your age.
Yes.
So tell me
Definitely.
a couple of stories.
Okay, so as the Rich Doris mentioned, we have a Block Tech Women Conference coming up, and Blockchain African Ladies is partnering with Block X Africa for this conference to be a success. And we have gotten about 10 jobs for people. And that's great. We're helping people. I mean, there are a lot of unemployed people in society, and through this blockchain technology, through our connection with her, through everything, we've been able to get them some money, and that's good because they can help your family. And I just love to help people, and technology helps people, and I am so for technology. Also, since you said because of my age, technology helps me with education. You can read about something really fast. Google has a specific search. Aside Google itself, we have Google Scholar, which is mainly for articles and mainly for anything education related. And that's so cool because you can study about anything, anytime, anywhere, so quick, so fast, from the brightest minds. And that's very inspiring for me too. Also, technology helps me to socialize with my friends, and that's very imperative for a teenage girl. I mean, I can't say I've never gone a day without checking my WhatsApp or checking my Instagram or my Telegram or anything to see what's going on with other people, in different places. And I love that. I love reaching out to people and communicating with people all over. And technology has also helped with my health, because now I have this application. It's a medical application. So you have a problem, you're sick or something, you just tell it, okay, so I sneeze, I have a headache, I have this, and it tells you, okay, so what you're feeling right now, depending on the intensity of whatever you're feeling, can be related to this particular disease, common cold. And I recommend, okay, you can take lemon tea with this. If that doesn't work, you can do this. If maybe it recommends a drug which everyone knows, if that doesn't work, then you go see a doctor. So technology for me is amazing in every aspect of life.
But as a female, have you benefited more? As in, let's say, so you go for, like Patience said, she went for a job and then she was told that, oh, you're a female, you code, and then she got it, right? So do you get that?
Well, as a female, since for Block X Africa, we are just the team. Block X Africa itself is made up of 6 people, and I'm the only female. They're all males, and I am in charge of Block Women. That's the sector that's been set apart for all females, and it has helped me because I get to tell people, I get to tell my fellow females more about it, and I love that. I just love helping people and helping other people, especially females, to get to know more about it.
Okay.
And also, if we have an event and we need sponsors, and then they find out that, oh, she's a female and she's doing this, that's also going to attract it. So yes, it has helped me a lot as a female.
So, Patience, I'm really concerned with how we can get more of Ashley's and you and the Rich Doris here. So next time I say, okay, we want to have a Women in Tech show on Geek Squad, we have like 500 possible candidates and I'm spoiled for choice. What do you think we can do to increase the interest of women in technology?
Okay. So first of all, we have the conference coming up at the Kofi Annan ICT Center this Friday and Saturday. We want to see all women there. If you have the time, pass through. And you'll be amazed at the kind of things women are doing with technology. Before I go on, I'll say that there are lots of things in technology, or as there are different categories of technology. I'm into the coding space. Doris is more into the business side. She is using the technology to make money. I'm behind the scene. Ashley is also doing business with it. So there are lots of things. So when we talk about technology, already I believe everyone is using technology, but just that maybe we are not utilizing it well to make profit. So come around and learn something. Now, to get more women into the space, I would say when I get the chance to talk to women or ladies or girls, I try to tell them that, Charlie, look sharp, because wash whatever thoughts is whatever thoughts you have in mind that technology is difficult. It's not. Even when you started the show, you were like math. But actually, when you go deeper and you look at even coding, you need algorithm. You need to know like systematic way of, or the flow of events of a certain kind of maybe of something for you to code it. Maths hardly come in there. So even if you are weak in maths, I encourage everyone, even if you are weak in maths, you can still come into the space and learn something for yourself. I would say that ladies should join more groups. We have a lot of women groups around nowadays. Join them, even no matter your field, even if you're a medical doctor, even if you're a lawyer, whatever you are doing, get into the tech space and look at ways by which technology can help your career. So I would say blockchain. Right now, when you look at the blockchain industry, blockchain is taking over every aspect of our work.
Now that you mentioned blockchain, I think we need to educate people more on what it actually is, because since all three of you are, should I say, evangelists of blockchain, I think we should educate our listeners more. So what exactly is this blockchain? Is it a chain of blocks?
Okay, yeah. It's a chain of blocks, actually. So I'll let Doris do more of the talking. Then I'll take it out from there.
I thought maybe I needed to find a mason and then get into it.
So Doris.
All right.
So what is blockchain technology?
Simply put, blockchain is an open ledger that enables transaction in a transparent and immutable way. More so, it's a decentralized system. Now, one interesting thing about the blockchain technology is that it's a decentralized system. In other words, we are talking about a system that is free of middleman. We are talking about a system that is not being controlled by a central person. Everybody is in charge of his or her economy. Everybody it makes you your own bank. You are your own bank. You make your decision in your own economy. So that's what the blockchain is. And it's an open ledger. By open ledger, I means that everything you do on the blockchain is transparent, and it's transparent, it's immutable, it cannot be reversed.
Okay.
Every transaction on the blockchain cannot be reversed. In other words, you cannot say you want to defraud me on the blockchain. I can transact with you, I can transact with anybody in as much as the transaction is done on the blockchain. So in other words, the blockchain is a technology of truth, is a technology of trust, is a technology of transparency. It's just like a mirror. And of course, it's an emerging technology. Like I said, there are other technologies that are out there, but this technology is actually a recent technology. Also, I would say that the blockchain is just exactly like the internet, but we call it the internet 2.0. Is a higher version of the internet. Now, some years back when the internet came, a lot of people felt that the internet wouldn't go far, and all that. Even over here in Africa, we heard some funny stories whereby even some men of God were preventing their members from going into the. But look at what is happening today. As a matter of fact, I'm sure I'm not sure I can survive 10 minutes off the internet.
Trust
because
me, I can't
it's so the blockchain is actually a more better version of the internet. It's a higher version of the internet. Now it is called the internet of value. Yeah, because there's a whole lot of elements which it has, that is actually, that gives it more, that makes it more better than the usual internet which we know about. Now, with the blockchain technology, like I tell my friends, I can do business with the devil with the blockchain. Yeah, seriously, it's fun, but yeah. Now, that's how transparent, how trustworthy the blockchain is. As a matter of fact, if I have a business deal with you, I can have a business deal of over $1 billion with you. I don't need to know your house. I don't need to know where you stay. In fact, as a matter of fact, I don't need to know your name. As long as that transaction is on the blockchain, I am good to go. So what does it do? It eliminates the middleman.
Right.
It makes transaction goes faster, and is a technology that has come to disrupt every aspect of the economy we are talking about. Talking about distribution, talking about medicals, talking about supply chain, talking about agriculture. It improves this different sector. So over here in Africa, we have a whole lot of organization. We are preaching the technology. We call ourselves the early adapters of this technology. Yeah, we are the early adapters because it's an emerging technology, and we go about telling people, our governments, institutions to actually embrace this technology, because with the technology we are going to have lesser problem. We're going to have less theft issue. We're going to have less in our voting system. It's going to be transparent, because just imagine you having our voting system on the blockchain. There's not going to be anything like rigging. Within 2 minutes, I can vote at the comfort of my home,
yes.
And when I cast my vote, all of you sees it in your house.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's no secrecy on the blockchain. It's just like a mirror.
Yeah.
As soon as she casts her vote,
everyone sees it.
Yes, it sees it. The network sends it to you and sends it to the next person. She cannot alter her vote. She cannot clean. That's how the blockchain.
That's how secure the blockchain.
That's how secure the blockchain is. So
I was actually going to ask you for examples of the implementation of the blockchain. You've already given me like 5.
Exactly.
So Ashley and Patience, I'll give them an opportunity to also give me their examples of how we could apply blockchain to improve certain aspects.
Okay, so I will look at the development space. That's
Right.
a coding space. So I've seen that coding or programming is taking another level. So all the programming languages are looking at ways of coding this blockchain. So Java, for example, has a way you can code it. They have,
when you say code it, building the whole blockchain.
Building the whole blockchain.
Building a system on the
building
blockchain.
a system of
the
blockchain.
Okay.
So we have other languages also, Python. So if you are a developer, you should also look at these areas, like how whichever language you have mastered, what is the language saying about blockchain? What are the ways to code in that language? Because I see that very soon. Last year I read somewhere that Oracle said in 5 years to come, they are going to build most of their technologies on blockchain. And actually, you can Google it. They have stuffs coming up on blockchain. So just as mobile money came and there were lots of arguments, it wouldn't end today, look at it. So we are having this conversation today. Few years to come, blockchain will be like the norm. So if you are in the tech space and you are not looking at that area, I will urge you to start visiting this small.
You made a good point. I'm imagining mobile money built on blockchain. There will be no fraud.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And in fact, people have started looking at it. Stop talking about it.
Okay, I'm giving people free ideas. You heard it from me. You can't give me royalties. So, Ashley, what kind of technology can you build? Okay, now that you mention, I'm sure everybody's keeping their ideas close to chest. So no one will develop it first and
before she says something, I want to emphasize on something. You know, when we talk about the blockchain technology, the first thing that comes to the mind of people is Bitcoin.
Yes.
You know, most people feel that Bitcoin is the blockchain. The blockchain is different from Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not the blockchain. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin, the blockchain is the technology. Bitcoin, okay, the blockchain is actually the technology behind driving cryptocurrencies.
There's a foundation on which
it's built. Yes, the foundation on which it was built. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are just a product of the blockchain. The blockchain is far more bigger, wider than
just a
cryptocurrency. Yeah, so you can actually use the blockchain without
any cryptocurrency,
without even buying a cryptocurrency and all that. You can actually this is a studio right now where we are. You can actually build this studio on the blockchain. So you can do anything on the blockchain. You can build your business on the blockchain. You can build your clothes business on the blockchain. You know what it does for you is that it gives you a faster transaction. So Bitcoin is not blockchain. Bitcoin is just a digital currency and the just a product of the blockchain. So I just want to correct that because that's one
Great.
thing.
I'm sure our listeners have questions. If you want to send us questions via WhatsApp or Telegram, the number is 0244 340 437 0244 340 437, and you can call us to ask our beautiful ladies in the studio, our tech lovers, on 0302 216 541 0244 340 437. If you want to call, it's 0302 216 541. If you want to send a WhatsApp, it's 0244 340 437 or Telegram. So I'm going to read some messages. Geek Squad, I'm very intrigued at your young women tech geeks. I just heard a 17-year-old on your panel talk about Paha and that she's also into bamboo. Just this morning, a colleague hinted he has over 50,000 bamboos to dispose of free. Wow. It's about 25 kilometers from Takrady. Maybe I can link her to this huge resource. That's Stevie from Kanishi. So I'm pretty sure you'd like to take Stevie's contact and then get in touch with him. 50,000 bamboo, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
So we have another question. I'm sure this is for you, Patient. Someone's asking, what's the difference between software engineer and a software developer?
Okay. So software engineer, when you enter into the engineering space, it means you are putting a lot of things together. So you are into the integration space. So you let one system which has been built already talk to another system. So for example, you have a core banking application, then you have another third party application coming in. Now you want these two systems to talk. So that's where the engineering, and with the engineering you are not, it's more of I see it as a more higher than the developer. The developer most of the times it's more of the coding, like building applications, and the engineering. You build applications, but more is expected of you.
Okay.
That's it. More is expected of you.
So the engineers have more expectations than just the developers.
Yes, yeah. You need more experience to as a developer to become an engineer.
Okay. So someone's asking the Rich Doris, how can they build a studio on the blockchain?
Okay, it's quite not much. You first and foremost, you need to understand what the blockchain technology is all about, and having understood that, then you have to know what you want of your business, and you get a blockchain developers, because we have various type of developers. We have blockchain developers to now build your system on the blockchain. What that does for you is that it gives you on the blockchain, transactions are very, very easy. You get people connected quite easy. It gives you a wider range. You can actually get with the blockchain, you can actually get your studio almost all around the continent, at ease. That's what it does. So for you to do that, you need to first of all learn about the blockchain. And for you to learn about the blockchain, you need to be at places where the blockchain is talked about. And I want to use this opportunity. We're having a great program called Block Tech Women Conference. It's an upcoming blockchain program that is focused on women. However, it's an open conference. It's an international conference. We're having speakers, male and female, across the world. As I'm talking to you right now, our speakers start coming in just last night. Okay. We have them coming in from US, UK, Sweden, Botswana, South Africa. Women that are doing big things with this technology. We also have males that are big owners of startups. You're going to know how to make money on the blockchain. You're going to know how impactful this technology can be in your business. You're going to know, we're going to be teaching a whole lot of stuff. So I'm inviting everyone listening to me to the Block Tech Women Conference taking place at the Kofi Annan ICT Center. Yeah, and it's a 2 days conference starting from 8 p.m. down 8 a.m. starting from 8 a.m. Yeah, sorry about that.
We've got a call on the line. We'll let you continue. Hello, William.
Okay. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, William.
Yeah. I'm finding this discussion very, very interesting.
Great.
And I believe that if our young people, our young folk can attend this conference or whatever, the conference they are talking about, I think it's going to help them get out of certain mentality that, I need to be looking for somebody's job, I need to go to university and get a good grade and now be begging somebody for a job. He takes your 8 hours and pays you something which is token at the close of the month. And so independence will be really enhanced. But we live in a world now where I don't know the kind of mentality we have here. Everybody wants to get to be somebody's employee instead of trying to create your own business. So I think these ladies need to be encouraged so they can spread it to their younger fellows, so that it benefits all of us as maybe parents or whatever. Yes, sure, that's great.
Great, thank you very much for calling, William. So we have some. If you want to call us, it's 0302-216-541 or 0244-340437. So we've got some questions. Good evening. How do we enroll on this tech? I'm sure they're asking how do they enroll in tech if they want to join. They want to join the tech movement.
First of all, you start by joining or attending conferences, seminars. When I started, even at school, after school, you need to network. You need to meet people who have the mind or mindset of whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I will encourage such people, mingle with the tech people. Now we have a lot of tech groups in Ghana. Like a lot of things are happening across. You can even be at home and join a group and they are teaching online, and you can be learning. So aside going to physical school, you can be in your room and also be doing online stuff and like have an open mind. That's what I would say.
Okay, I'd like to add something to that. So BlockX Africa is actually building a community of people who are interested in learning more about blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. So you can look for us on Instagram at BlockX Africa. You can look for us on Twitter at BlockX Africa, and you can look for us on Telegram at BlockX Africa. You just join the community, and then we'll attend to you.
Yeah, let me also add one. After the conference, we have we want to gather young people and train them in the coding, and so if you can come and register. It's going to be for free. So just come around, come and have an experience or hear what we have to say to you. Then,
we have another call on the line. Hello, Benjilo.
Yeah, hello. Yes.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, I'm calling from Tema.
Great.
Honestly speaking, I think these young ladies have fantastically made me understood that yes, there are so many ways that one can pass to make money, not necessarily being employed in an institution. I think, honestly speaking, going back to the women, it's a very good area. I would advise also that if the government can take this initiative very serious, finance it, push it, and I think it's created a lot of job for the young ladies out there, because most ladies in Ghana here now, they live in one policy. Let me use what I have to get what I want. They mostly believe in giving themselves out for men, for money, blah, 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 blah. But from what we are learning now, honestly speaking, I have been moved. I'm a businessman. A lot of things have been learned out of this. But then they should be able to let us know when exactly the conference date will be. I would personally love to visit that particular conference, and then there's more to learn. I'm most grateful.
Thank you very much for calling, Benjilo. We have another call on the line. Hello, Ernest. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Ernest. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you, Spikey.
Yes,
How are you?
Very well.
Yeah, a very beautiful conversation that you're having with the ladies. Blockchain technology and Bitcoin, so to say, its introduction in Ghana has had a bit of negative experiences with people, and so most Ghanaians, when you mention blockchain, like you mentioned earlier, they only think of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin has kind of, dealt with people in ways that they were not too comfortable with, and so most of them don't want to listen to it at all. But it's a very great technology, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that sent you a bit about trios and that marketplace that is going to come here. And so I would love to attend the seminar or the workshop that the ladies have mentioned. But I want to tell them that very soon there's going to be a platform, an ecosystem where you can use cryptocurrency to buy anything from houses to vehicles and any other thing that you buy from the traditional marketplace.
Great.
And it's all through the blockchain. And it's a very beautiful engagement you have in there with them.
Great. So we look forward to seeing you at the conference.
Yes. Can I have a number or something I can call so that I can attend?
Sure. I'm sure they will give a contact as soon as we're done with the show. Sure. All right. Thank you very much for calling, Ernest. So I still have some messages to read. There's one from Benedicta. She says, you're doing great. You're doing a great job, Ashley. Keep it up. Advise all youngsters out there to believe in this Today conference. I'm proud of you all. That's from Benedicta. And someone was asking where can they find all of you? Where are you all located?
Okay. The easiest way to find us is to be at the meeting, the conference we are having this Friday. So I want to talk about the venue. Yeah. The venue is the Kofi Annan ICT Center. Don't forget that. The Kofi Annan ICT Center. And the date is on the 23rd. This very Friday, and it's an all-day conference. Amazing things are going to be happening there, as an amazing exposition. And I want to cite something that the last speaker just said. Personally, I do mini importation. I import things from China, and I sell across African countries, and I can actually buy anything from China with Bitcoin. I spend Bitcoin. I don't use any other currency, and it is fast. It is, within 2 seconds I make my payment and I can buy anything whatsoever in China. That's pretty amazing. So I want to tell the last speaker that just called that you can actually spend Bitcoin. If you don't know how to do that, I will tell you some big, huge markets over in the world that you can actually buy stuff with Bitcoin.
I think
yes,
the challenge most people have had was that they ended up looking at Bitcoin more as a currency for trading. They were looking at it as a trading platform, and that's where the negative.
Yeah, I think it's actually a lack of knowledge.
They actually, they all have to come and get this knowledge.
So to get a proper understanding.
From UG is asking, can these ladies drop their Twitter handles? I'm an IT undergrad, and it'll be nice to know what's happening in their space and learn more from them. So Ashley, you first, because we're running almost out of time. So your Twitter handle.
I'm not on Twitter yet.
You're not on Twitter yet?
I can give out my Instagram handle.
That'll be perfect.
That's Brewer, my middle name, Brewer, with 4 A's.
So if you can
find
spell
me there. BRUWAAA.
Okay. And then the Rich Doris.
Okay.
At the Rich Doris.
You can get me on Twitter with the Rich Doris 1. The Rich Girl, sorry. The Rich Girl 1. Letter D, not THED. Letter D. Letter D, capital letter D, Rich Girl. Okay. Then on Facebook, my username is the Rich Girl as well. You can just type the Rich Girl, it will pop out, yeah. And on LinkedIn, you can get me on Ojuede Red Doris. My surname OJUEDERIE. Doris.
Great. And then Patience.
Okay, so my Twitter handle is at JBossChick. So JBoss as in J.
The letter J.
Then boss.
Okay, so J for Java.
Yeah, J for Java. Yeah. Then so JBoss is actually a tool in Java. So I just began her. So
thought as much.
Yes. So JBossChick. Then on Instagram the same name. Facebook the same. Like when you type that handle, you see my name pop up. Okay.
So the last message on WhatsApp, it says, please, what challenge would tech create in jobs? That's from Adu Evans from the IoT Network Hub Volunteer UEW chapter. What challenge would tech create in jobs?
Okay. What I see coming up is this. A lot of jobs right now are going to use tech.
Yeah.
The last time I was having a conversation with a group of people, and I just realized that very soon some branches of banks will close down, because actually branches of banks can be handled just with a mobile phone. So that means people will lose their jobs, and if we get banks laying off a lot right now. So you should see what is happening. If you don't become technical, or you don't get any technical skills in your area of career, very soon you may lose your job.
So people are asking what phone number they can contact if they're unable to be at the conference. I'm sure you can just hit them up on social media, like you mentioned.
Exactly.
And you should be at the conference. It's on Friday.
Yes. The conference, Kofi Annan ICT Center is around Ridge.
Yeah.
Get to the Ridge roundabout. Ask of Kofi Annan ICT Center.
It's near GIJ.
It's near GIJ. Thank you.
You're welcome. So thank you very much for listening to me. This has been Kobe Spiking Crewman. I was joined by Ashley, the Rich Girl, and Patience. They are members of Blockchain and Blockchain Africa. The show has been Geek Squad, where we talk tech, break down tech, and bring it closer to you. Up next is the news, after which we have Overdrive with Sammy Forson.